The Fever drafted this South Carolina champion. Will she make the team? In yesterday's 1B draft, the Indiana Fever selected Brie Hall in the second round, and honestly, I don't mind the pick. Is she likely to make the roster? Probably not, but that doesn't make it a bad decision. Training camp always brings surprises, and if an injury occurs, hopefully not, Hall could potentially fight for a spot. Brie Hall is a classic 3-and player. She shot nearly 40% from 3, and while she only averaged 5.8 points per game at South Carolina, keep in mind that she played on a stacked team. And yes, while people often say Dawn Staley gets you drafted, the only South Carolina player taken in the first round this year was someone who left Staley's program. Still, like UConn, players from South Carolina will get drafted. It's just a matter of where they land. Now, looking at the Fever's roster, once you can actually access it without hitting a 404 error, they currently have 15 players and need to cut down to 11. That puts Hall in a tough spot. The battle for the final few spots includes names like Michaela Timpson, Ed Aim, Elaine, and Jaylen Brown. Of those, Jaylen Brown seems the most likely cut, and Ed Aim probably isn't sticking around either. Still, Hall is in a tough position. Here's the issue. Her role overlaps with players like Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull. All three fill that wing 3-and role. Ranking them, Sophie is the best overall due to her versatility. Lexi Hull is right there with her, maybe even 1/1 bit, and then Hull comes in third. If Hull were to make the team, the Fever would essentially need to move on from Lexi Hull, and that's just not happening. Hull had a breakout second half last season and is on a guaranteed contract. She's simply better right now. That said, drafting Brie Hall isn't a waste. She brings toughness, defense, and a track record of success. She averaged nearly 9 points per game as a junior on an undefeated South Carolina team, so she can hoop. Her senior year wasn't ideal and her free throw shooting dipped, but the talent's still there. If a Fever had 12 roster spots or more salary cap flexibility, Hall might sneak in. The rookie minimum for a second-rounder is around $66,000, and with guaranteed deals on the books for veterans like Sydney Colson and Brianna Turner, there just isn't enough room. Still, I could absolutely see Hall landing on another team this season. With Eurobasket happening from June 18 to 29, many European players will temporarily leave the 1BA. That opens up short-term roster spots, and teams like the Phoenix Mercury, who already picked up Celeste Taylor, could benefit from someone like Hall. She brings energy, defense, and winning experience. So who do I think makes the Fever's final roster, Hall or Timpson? I got to go with Michaela Timpson. She's a seamless fit, short and long-term. She plays like a young Natasha Howard, that legit backup power forward, which the Fever need more than another wing. Dantas, though in great shape, is still more of a center. Timpson fills an actual gap in the roster. In the end, Brie Hall's draft selection was solid. She may not stick with Indiana, but she'll get a shot somewhere. What do you think? Does Hall make the cut, or is Timpson better fit? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coverage.